Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Don't mind the mess. I have multiple sclerosis and I have to manage my energy. Cleaning has lowered on my priority list. Today I'm making a Shoo-Fly pie. It's Pennsylvania Dutch. I live a few hours from there, but we do enjoy some of their food. Today I also made pork and sauerkraut in the crock pot. If only you could smell it. But so far I have mixed together for the topping a cup and a half of sugar, or a cup and a half of flour. I use 1 cup unbleached white flour and a half a cup of 100% whole wheat flour, and 1 cup of brown sugar, and a 1/4 cup of shortening. You cut that together. I have a pie crust blender that works great for making the crumbs, and there's more powdery stuff than shortening, so it looks dry by the time you're done. I also used the ready-to-roll pie crust mixes. I just put them right into the shell, or the shell right into the pan. I was never very good at making a pie crust anyway, and these things have been a staple in our house during pie season. Now, I have 1 cup of molasses. I like molasses-y flavored things, so we use the full flavor. You can use a milder flavor if you like. Adding 3/4 of a cup of hot water. And then we'll add 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And you want to mix this very, very well until the bubbles stop bubbling. While I'm stirring this, let me tell you about a few things that have made my life easier since I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. One of the things is this vegetable peeler. It has a nice wide handle and little rubbery grips when my hands aren't working as well. And my most favorite thing is the little vegetable peeler. It fits right into your hand. There's no long handle on it. It's easy to scrub the vegetables and get the job done with less effort than a normal scrubber. And we all know you hear in the news all the time about pesticides and stuff, and you never know what they're doing between the farmer and the supermarket. So it's very important to always clean your vegetables and fruit. Now, can't really see this. The molasses mixture is still foaming up from the baking soda, so we're still stirring and stirring. I should have done this ahead of time. I forgot how long it takes. Gotta let it all get activated or it'll foam over in the oven. Overfill. I also have 1 beaten egg. That'll go into the molasses mixture. I think it's cooled down enough. And you mix in the egg. Well, still a little foamy, but it's getting there. I think we can move on to the next step. I will pour about half of the molasses mixture into the pie shell. That's about a cup. And then I will take 1 cup of the crumb mixture and mix it in with the remaining molasses mixture. Stir that together. That'll be the second layer. Another thing that has helped me out a lot is I switched to a lighter, inexpensive place setting plates and dishes. They all come in, they have very nice patterns. They're thin, lightweight, less likely to break if dropped, and easier on my hands when I'm washing dishes. Oop. Alright, we're getting ready for to put the second layer on. There, let me. And for the second layer, we will pour it on, but slowly, and all around, making sure it covers all over. Spread uniformly around the pie. And then we will do the rest of the crumbs. And you want to make sure you get the crumbs right up to the edge of the crust, or it'll overflow, and that'll give it a place to escape from. So you just put those around. Let's see, and I also made the pork and sauerkraut to go with that in the crock pot. That's a pretty easy recipe. It's just 1 onion, 1 apple, all diced up, sliced in long thin strips, and a clove of garlic chopped. Put those in the crock pot. I took a 1-pound pork roast, cut that into 4s, put that in the crock pot. Topped it with a can of sauerkraut, and dumped in a can of beer. There's also a beef bouillon cube. And that'll cook for about 6-7 hours on high, because I overslept today. Normally I'd let it cook 8 to 10 hours on low, but it'll still be nice and juicy and tender. The next step is to cover the edges of the pie crust. You can use tin foil. Form the tin foil in strips, put it around the pie. I like these pie shields. They're very inexpensive. You get, I think I have 5 of them, and just place them around the edges. Overlapping them. I use all 5. And that'll keep the edges of the pie from getting too brown. And that'll go into a 400-degree oven. There we go. Pie with the pie shields on. I'd tilt it for you, but it's pretty runny. And that is a wet bottom Shoo-Fly pie. Let's see, how long do we bake it for? That's 15 minutes at 400 degrees. and then lower it to 350 for another 30 minutes. My oven runs hot, so I have it preheated to 400. I'm going to lower it to 350 now. And it'll be done when you insert a knife into the center and it comes out mostly clean. Because it is a wet bottom Shoo-Fly pie, it'll still be a little sticky to be the most tasty. I think that's it for today. I have to clean up so I can make mashed potatoes to go with dinner. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching my video. Leave any comments if you like. I gave all the ingredients, but if you'd like, I would put the recipe on the page also. Subscribe to my blog.